Okay, trying this again. Not sure how good it's going to work, but back at it nonetheless. Let's see if I can bring it up on here. Why did I turn it off? Why was it turned off? That was the old video. Well, welcome whoever's in. I got 2 people here. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Okay, everything seems to be copacetic. It doesn't look that way where I'm seeing it, but anyways, hi guys. How you doing? I don't know which way to look. I've got a couple of different screens here that I'm trying to hook up with. Stuff going on here. Yeah, just had a call from hubby. He's out and about doing his thing and using my car, not his own car, and young lady taking a ride. Hi, whoever you are, if you're watching me. She was concerned with getting in the car because Uber had his car listed as a white car. He's driving my car, which is a red car, but his car's silver. It's not white. So I don't know. I am just so proud of this young lady. I don't even know, for asking the question and being cautious and concerned, because in this day and age, especially with everything going on out there, you just never know. It's unfortunate that things do happen out there a lot of times with so-called Uber drivers and whatnot, and it usually happens to women who are intoxicated and don't have the sense enough in that moment to ask questions. 21 years old. Hopefully she's not doing that yet. So she has sense and she asked questions, and I'm very proud of her. So if you're watching, young lady, thank you for doing your due diligence and being your own advocate and asking questions and being concerned because something did not seem the way it should have on your app. But you're in good hands. I can assure you that. My glasses are dirty. I can't see anyways with or without them. For those of you who know me, have been watching me for a while. I don't know who is watching me, then you would know. All of a sudden, I see chat popped up on my screen. Let's see who that was. I don't have any sound on my computer either, so that's kind of a bummer. I don't know what happened in the middle of the night. Something cut off on me. Margaret! Oh, and my husband's up there. Stan Staring Mercury Jones. There you go. Hey. Yeah. It didn't pop up earlier when I was doing the mukbang. I was trying to eat and have a little eating show because I haven't done a mukbang for you guys in so very long. And I thought, hey, I'm eating some chicken. Why not? It's eating something. I don't think it really matters what's being eaten. Although I do know for the big time mukbangers out there, the most watched videos are the ones that are like seafood boils, or they eat these gigantic claws or lobsters or lobster tail. I did that once. Thank you. Thank you, Margaret. And yes, there's chicken for you when you get home, honey. In the microwave. You too. Go make that money, honey. So 5 people here, only 1 like. Please smash that like button. It might help other people find this video even after I'm done with the live when it posts. I don't know how the algorithms work, but I don't know. I'm trying. I got this message lately with YouTube changing things once again with who's monetized, who's not. I'm not. Hi! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you here, Joan. Oh man. Yes, if for whoever's here, if you haven't already smashed the like button, please go ahead and click it. Unless you don't like it, click the dislike button. Clicking something, I think, matters. The fact that you're here matters. If I keep turning to look away, I have my computer over here. I was trying to hook up my iPad, but I'm not even sure I'm set up on there yet for my YouTube stuff. I cleaned it out and made it for my husband, and then he just didn't want to use it, or doesn't use it. But, yeah. Okay. Well, you crave chicken exclusively? It was good. Let me tell you, you can't go wrong making a whole chicken in the oven. Just make sure that you look at the, how many pounds it is, and it's 20 minutes per pound at 350. And even if it goes a little longer, it won't hurt anything, but I'm talking a juicy chicken that when you cut down into those legs, when that opens up that skin, there is so much juice in there. It's just incredible. Yeah, it's awesome to see you here. I mean, I never do lives, so it's not like you ever got an opportunity to ever join on one of my lives before, but it's just awesome to see you here. It's awesome to see everybody here. I am doing really good right now, if you're wondering, on my weight. I started back again doing the carnivore, ketovore, whatever you want to call it thing. I say ketovore only because other people call it ketovore. There's really no name for it. It's carnivore with an occasional veg on the side if I care to eat it, or I will eat like either strawberries or blueberries. And I'm not going to lie, I have squirted that whipping cream in the can either on my berries or in my mouth. I do eat that kind of stuff sometimes, and I'm still losing weight. I'm still doing good, but I haven't really been indulging so much on veggies or berries and all that, and it's working in my favor. So I'm actually down 15.4 pounds as of today, and that is just since the 31st of August. So I'm out of the 230s again. Yay, let's stay there. Hey, Fluffy! Glad you can join me. If anybody doesn't know, Fluffy Hates Fibro. She has her own channel. She does do mukbangs, and she also does these awesome little pajama party lives where I attended the one she had last night, and she was asking the most unusually funny questions with not what you would have thought would have been the answers. They were like dirty questions, but clean answers, and it's some sort of a trivia game that she has. I'm doing great, darling. I love you. And yeah, I don't expect it. Just like Sky Blue 420 vlog. She changed her name. I'm sorry, Margaret. I have to look to see the name so that I can repeat it correctly. She does mukbangs and talks and sings. She just loves her. Oh my God, you're gonna kill me. I can't even think of her name all of a sudden. It just like bloop, went blank. She's dead. Winehouse. Amy Winehouse. Why is it when I said she's dead, I remembered? That's bad. But she loves Amy Winehouse. And if you see her, you'll think she looks like Amy Winehouse. I can't talk. Must not have been a good night to do a live because my verbiage is not politically slipping out of my tongue like it needs to. Does that even make any sense, what I just said? And you know what? I noticed that my ring light is actually more messing me up than it is not messing me up. I wonder if I could switch to my computer. The thing of it is, for anybody that might be watching, I got 6 watching and 2 likes. Come on, guys, give me a like. I just gave myself a like. The thing of it is with these lives and whatnot, and why I haven't been going live or even doing a lot of videos, I'm going to sit back some because this light is just getting into my... Yeah, you get rid of your light for the same reason. Well, I have to wear glasses because I'm blind either way, with or without them. I just see a little bit more detail and whatnot than I do without them, with them. But yeah, there is that glare. And even though I had some glasses that I had ordered that were supposed to be glare free, I'm not going to see very well with them. I see like I'm drunk in them, but then that's okay because if I was drinking here on cam, it wouldn't matter. But I'm going to put these on and see if that's any different as far as the glare, because they're supposed to be glare free. And I got a little sunshine. Oh, now I look like a blind man for real. Ooh. Does that help any? A little bit. Not as bad. I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all think it's better, worse, what? Anyways, yeah, I have a hard time seeing with these, and I haven't been able to get my eyes adjusted because they're multifocal. And yeah, see now, Fluffy, your text just showed up on my phone, but it showed up a long time ago on my computer. So there's definitely a delay. I also realize when I'm looking over here and then I look over here, it's not in sync at all. And like I said, my internet, as I was starting to say, my internet is crap. You asked a question in your live last night, Fluff, about on and off or something like that. I I come on, I come off. I don't remember what the question was. Dirty question, clean answer. I said Wi-Fi for a reason. No joke. My Wi-Fi cuts on and off all the time. Oh, okay. On the pewter. Yeah. You would know. You do a lot of these. This is maybe my second time in my life having my channel. Anyways, life, but of going live. And everything's been changing with YouTube. So I was saying about this latest algorithm crap they got going on with the monetization or non-monetization. My channel's not monetized since the adpocalypse thing took place. They told me that I was a lousy creator or a bad actor. I don't know. I got butthurt. I got butthurt about it. And it kind of, I don't say, it took away my shine. I don't know, my mojo, and it knocked me back from making videos back then when that happened. And then I get this new thing the other day that I kind of glanced over quickly and then read and said, well, you're not monetized, but you're still going to keep your channel. But I had watched somebody else's channel that I watched, one of my other keto people, and she was saying she doesn't have enough subscribers, but she has the watch time hours, and they were going to demonetize her because she doesn't have enough subscribers. I, on the other hand, am the exact opposite. I have 1.5 something subscribers and not yet enough watch time hours. So I know doing lives really, really help, because you tend to get a lot of people that don't even know you've never been to your channel before, that for whatever reason, they're just looking for something to do in the middle of the night. I mean, it's 11:43 at night. I mean, who's up? At least on the East Coast. It's much earlier, Central, Mountain, and Pacific. But I don't know. I mean, I said to myself, I really don't care about watch time. I really don't care about subscribers, because when I created my channel, I created it for myself as a way of looking back and seeing where I've been in my journey. And it's been a wonderful tool as far as that's concerned. I'm not at goal, and I've been at the weight that I'm at a few times. I go up, I go down. I cheat, especially like the holidays coming. This is a really bad time of the year for me. It was last year, November on the 7th, I was only 210 pounds. And then I was all the way back up to 245.6 pounds in May. And then was able to bring it back. And just this, month alone, I was 245 on the 31st. Yeah, you got to cheat. I mean, Fluffy, we could find ways of making all kinds of goodies, lower carb if you do net carbs or whatnot. But I got to stay away from those goodies even still, because I can't just eat one. One cookie, net carb, 4. Well, yeah, but if you make a recipe that makes 15, 20 cookies, I eat them all. I don't know how to just eat one. I'm like the Lay's potato chips chick. You can't just eat one. But thank you for the likes, for those of you who are in here. So yeah, just kind of kicking it. I was supposed to go on to work, but I was making that chicken, and so my excuse was I'm going to hold off until the chicken's done and I eat, so I can go to work on a full stomach. I'll only eat once. Hello, Nancy, in the spirit of Colorado. RRN Scalar. I don't know what all that means, but man, now am I curious. Huh. Nancy, and that is a mouthful. Welcome. Definitely can recognize that I don't know you, because I've never seen such a name. It stands out. So, yeah. So if you're wondering what all this stuff is, oh, it is you? Hi. Everybody say hi to Nancy. She does some wonderful videos on the little, what are they, N scale or Z scale trains and stuff, the little people. And she used to do some wonderful vlogs about Seattle, Washington, and traveling all around. And 8 of you now, welcome. Please hit the like upon coming in. So I'm at a point right now in my journey where I find, right in the moment, I'm just saying in the moment, this could change at any minute with me, but I feel so committed and strong to finally just stop screwing around and go to Wonderland, because I'm so tired of all of these, I don't know what you want to call it, some people call it a treat, some people call it a cheat. I can't do any of that. Just one little taste in my mouth, even if I think, oh, I won't get the calories if I chew it up and spit it out. But I do get calories. So you changed your channel name, Nancy? It would be no wonder I haven't seen any videos from you. I was getting ready to send out the troops for you to see if you're okay over there. And there's so many fires going on, and these poor people in California and in Oregon, and even I think some places in Washington, and she lives pretty close to a bad situation that I had last seen. Yes, you did. Okay. Well, that's what the RRN scaler. I was saying Z or N scale, so I was right when it was N scale. That now it, you see, the brain doesn't catch up so much with the mouth. Sorry, Nancy. I have that issue every now and again. But I was, what? You want to say, I didn't even know you were in here. Callie wants to say hi. It's Kitty Cam. Say hi. This is my older cat. This is the Bengal. This is Kalea. She does not look old. I have two that are seniors, and I call them Jack and Sally because they're so skinny. They have the geriatric diabetes, cat diabetes. Yes, hello. Can you say hi, Nancy? Look, mommy's over there on the phone. You see? Look. You see up there? Do you see? Look. Say hi. Beautiful. She's got a little heart on her mouth. I call her heart mouth sometimes. But she likes to be held, but the other ones really don't. And the dogs are in here too. I don't know if I can get one of them to come up here. You want to say hi? You're jealous? Come up here. Come here. Come say hi. Let me see. Okay. Back there. That's Coda. And Duchess, come here. Come here. Come say hi. Or go up on the couch so they can see you. You'll see her better because she's tan. See her? Hi. Say hi. Yeah. So they hang out with me here in my office because then I can control them from barking, because if I'm working and then I'm doing something with a client across the other side of the world where it's daylight, they're not barking. Because yes, I do work nights, for anybody who wants to know. And I need to kind of look back at the chat because it's going to be delayed on here. Thank you, Fluffy. Yes, we all love our fur babies. You've seen them because you did that wonderful thing on your channel with that last pajama party where you were showing everybody's animals that sent them into you in pictures. And I thought that was an awesome thing. I don't know about anybody else. Wherever I see animals, if it's something on Twitter, something pops up, I got to click on it. I just love animals. I love their antics. It's not like these people who are pulling prank videos and planned things that you're supposed to believe just happened on cue. These guys, these things don't happen on cue. I mean, these things do happen on cue. They do some of the wildest things. I still have Pickles. Yes, you remembered that, Nancy. I still have Pickles. She's not in here now. I'm surprised because she hears me talking that she has this weird cry she's been doing lately. She'll grab a toy and she'll come bring it to me, and she'll like while she's in her mouth. But she's doing great. She just, I don't know where she's at. And she's huge too, by the way. She's the biggest cat in the house now. I don't know what happened. I've never had a black cat that is that big. All my black cats, I never chose to have them fixed because there was some dumb belief in the back of my head that they would live longer or something. And then the first one lived about 12 years. The second one lived about 12 years. This one hopefully lives longer, but I think I'm on number 4, so I have 3 more to go. So when they say 9 lives, I think they just keep reincarnating and coming back to me. I've always had a black cat ever since I was a little girl, and it seems like every other black cat will have 1 white spot, or the second one had 2 white spots. This is the third. She has 3 white spots all under her belly, but otherwise solid black. I know, it's kind of weird. It's funny trying to watch your chats from 2 different things, and I can't even hear myself over here, which I would have had to turn it down, I think, anyway, so you guys would not have gotten some kind of echoing going on. This is really just a test, but I couldn't come on, try to do a mukbang live, only did about 5 minutes of it, had to turn it off because I wasn't seeing anybody's chats, and then, I said, no, you guys deserve a little bit more of me than that. So here I am. But I know you saw some of my piano. I have a piano here, a full-size piano in front of me. And then I have behind me guitars. I have guitars on the other side of me. This is my music studio / office. Welcome whoever came in. I now have 7 people in here, or is that 6 with me? I don't know how that works. Do you know how that works, Fluff? If you're still with me. So I was saying in that mukbang live, if anybody saw it, that I think I hurt myself trying to eat a chicken wing, and I did. I punctured my lip with a friggin' chicken dew claw. Y'all know that there's a dew claw on the chicken, that tiny little winglet, that piece that I cut them off usually, like if I make them in my air fryer, and then I just have the fatter like thigh piece with the actual little drum. But 6 plus me. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. I was able to give it a like myself. I got 7 likes and 7 watching, so thank you. On my end. It shows 6 on the phone. Maybe that one will catch up or something. 6 plus me. Got it. Welcome. Keto one day at a time. There you go. Is that Evie? No, she's keto fast or something like that. But hello. Hello. I don't know. I have a hard time seeing in my phone. It just popped up real quickly, so I'm trying to turn around and see you. So yeah, if you're just coming in, have a seat. I don't know, make yourself comfortable. I wish I could get y'all some coffee or something. But who wants to drink coffee at 11 something at night on a Monday night? Sunday night, Monday, Monday tomorrow. I don't worry about those things because Mondays for me, it's like any other day. I work 7 days a week. And Fluffy, you were saying, oh my God, girl, you work all the time. Well, you don't stop. I do. I'm self-employed pretty much. And in these times, I have to work day and night to try to make some money because my usual income that I'm used to bringing in on a weekly basis has been cut in half ever since the pandemic because of the fact that the people who inevitably feed what feeds me, the work that I do, good, awesome. I can't drink decaf. It's like, why bother? But yeah, the people that, I make and earn my living through are probably, a lot of them are out of work or don't know when their next paycheck is coming from or what their future looks like. And so they're not spending on their end. So it's taking from what I do in my end. So I'm working doubly as much. And I actually got a good 12 or more hours of sleep last night, believe it or not, but I didn't go to sleep till about 9 or 7 in the morning. And then I didn't wake up till 7 at night. So yeah, it was 7 to 7. Thank you. I have 8 likes or 9 likes now. Man, I got to tell you, Fluffy, if you're still in here, this phone compared to doing it on the computer is different. For real. I can see the difference, but at the same time, I know that I have Verizon, so I'm probably, what I can see is what I hope you guys see, so there's no lag. But it's definitely not as clear on my computer. It's pixelated, and so now I know that that's me, and definitely not as clear on my computer. All of a sudden it's pixelated. So now I know that that's me, and all of a sudden and now it's not even that bad, but the delay. But the sound finally came on out of nowhere. Why that was, I have no idea. So yeah, I have a Mac and I have an iPad and then I have a Samsung Galaxy and I just use the Verizon for the actual live feed because I know that that's not on Wi-Fi. If I turned on my Wi-Fi on my phone, everything's gonna all hell's gonna break loose. Thank you, Nancy. You want Nancy? I can make you a mod. I don't know how to yet, but I'll try. And my whole screen just turned off as I said that. Okay, I think I gotta click on you or next to you. Add moderator. There you go. Fluffy, you want to be a mod too? Who else wants to be a mod? I don't know. It's just to catch little trolls coming in trying to cuss people out and stuff in the last minute, try to make somebody feel bad because they feel bad with their selves. Just pray for them. You've been smurfed? I like that. Whatever happened to the Smurfs? I don't see them anymore. La 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 la. Gargasmell. When you asked for my black kitty, that's for some reason that came in my mind. Gargasmell. Gargasmell. Hey, no problem. I'm thanking you because you know what? I wouldn't be able to catch quickly anybody comes in because of the fact that the chat is delayed from the phone compared to the computer, and I keep turning around. I was trying to get everything like in one, but I can't move my computer. It's literally, I don't know if you can see it, it's a 27-inch screen I got over here. This big old, you see this thing? It's huge. And then I have my iPad. I got all kinds of ways to hook up to you guys, but not if it's going to use my internet, unfortunately. But yeah, I just been working on some art things. I know some of you guys will appreciate this. This is actually a Shrinky Dink. I traced over something and only kept certain elements of it, and then my wonderful husband said, you know, that would look great on your thigh or your calf on the side as a tattoo. And I love owls because I'm a wise old owl myself. You know, I turned 50 back in May. But I don't have any tattoos. Not a single one in 50 years have I ever gotten. And I love tattoos. And I'm related to a wonderful tattoo artist his name is Travis Franklin. And hey! Jelly, welcome. Oh, I hope I didn't wake you up, though. Thank you. I love Jelly. Anybody, guys, if you're not subscribed to Fat to Keto, please go to subscribe to her. She needs, I don't know how many subscribers now, but if she doesn't get to 1,000 by, I guess, the end of this month, which is only another 2 weeks away, she's going to get demonetized, and she could really use it. Tell that to Karen, who posted that I should do that on my channel, that I always talk about you. I do. I mention her in all my videos because I watch her. It's thanks to her that I'm back on track. And thanks to her, you're going to get there. There's got to be a way we can get you there. It's funny that I have the subscriber count and not the watch time. And she has the watch time and not the subscriber count. So she's awesome. She does daily videos. She checks her blood glucose because she does have diabetes. She also checks her ketone levels. She does the little pricky thing with the little, I call it Tamagotchi, the little machine. I don't check my levels. I just know how I feel. But I always think about the possibility of buying those expensive strips. The glucose ones are not that expensive, but the ones to check your ketones are. 30, yes. Okay, so you need another 10,000 watch hours. I've been telling Jelly, you got to do some cooking videos. Yes, that machine is pricey. And Dr. Boz has a different one. I don't know if any of you who even care, I know Jelly you do, but she has a different one that she promotes on her channel. It's about the same price. And I've only heard of hers from her channel. I've never heard of anybody else using it. So if I do buy one, it won't be the one she has. It'll be the one you have. And I'm waiting for you to put a link to it on your channel so you can get credit if I ever do buy it. So I only need 8K, subscribers or view? I'm almost at the view time, I think. It's like 38,000 or something I checked. I just peed on the strip. Yeah, but they're not, they say those pee strips are not accurate. In the very beginning, when I started on my keto journey back in 2017, I did the pee strips. And the company that I actually got the pee strips from was off of Amazon, and they kind of spam me all the time, wanting reviews and and then selling me other stuff. And I don't know if they worked or they didn't. I used to enjoy seeing the strip turn purple because that meant I was in a state of high ketosis. But there were times I didn't feel like I was in ketosis, and I knew I wasn't in ketosis, and it went purple on me. Said I was, or pink, whatever the color is. I don't remember now. I have not used them since then. Welcome everybody who's come in. Please click the like button if you will. I appreciate it. Yeah, the P ones never worked for me either. Okay, all you need is 8K to watch hours. Well, I should have 8,000 watch hours. But how long? I don't know. I read that thing twice for you because I was kind of confused, and I didn't even get the memo until like yesterday when I mentioned it to you, or the day before. Because my days are like your night, or my nights are you guys' next day. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for the likes, guys. So, yeah, if you can get from your pharmacy, because if you're diabetic, I would imagine your doctor would prescribe it to you, and then you can get maybe your insurance to pay for it. I don't have insurance anymore right now, so my cancer and everything, if there's anything growing here again, I won't know it. I don't even want to know it, to be honest with you guys. What they put me through the last deal, they scared the crap out of me before. Just the scan when they had to ultrasound my thyroid. The way they went at it, it was so scary. I was like, I'm dead. That's it. You know, they told me, oh, get up, you can clean off. I'll be right back. And then she comes back with a lady in a white coat, and they're whispering only like a foot away from me and pointing at shit on the monitor from the scan they did. So yeah, that happened. They reset every year. Yeah, that's what I thought, Jelly. I thought that they did. But I didn't know that they did that every year. Or that's the new thing that they're doing, is resetting it every year. Yeah, I think YouTube loves to scare you, and also doctors, because I was just talking about that, and I don't know which one you meant. But for sure, especially with cancer, because cancer runs rampant in my family. My grandmother died of lung cancer. My father died of metastatic adenocarcinoma, which is basically a cancer that I'm not really sure if it started in his colon or his prostate, but it metastasized throughout his whole entire body before it eventually went to his brain and took him. And it was very fast progressing. In other words, like by the time we even knew anything was wrong with him, because he started to show signs and symptoms, to the time where he was going through the oncologist and all that, and then passed, it was a matter of months. And actually, it was just the anniversary, because it was 9/11. We thought that he was just, my mom thought that he was stressed over the 9/11 incident that was taking place. And so yesterday marked the anniversary of 9/11. That means this year in December will mark the same anniversary or whatever of his passing. He didn't last very long after that. My grandmother died of lung cancer, never smoked a cigarette in her life. It was a secondhand smoke, if anything, from my grandfather or one of my aunts. And my aunt, who never had any children, who I cared for, and her, when she got sick, had throat cancer and talked like Froggy after a bit, but didn't want to do anything about it because lived with my other aunt who didn't die of cancer. She died from diabetes, and a diabetic coma that she went into. But they lived together, and that one aunt was like, I don't care if I die. I want to live with her the rest of whatever I got left. And so she didn't fight it. Yeah, it's really scary, Margaret, because my mom has been on synthetic thyroid medicine, Synthroid, since she's like 28. So back when I had a car accident October 16th of October 19th of 2016, was in a car accident, and then going through the MRI and all that, the doctor who did the MRI for the car accident said, you need to go see your primary doctor. Asked me a couple of questions about losing weight and, trouble swallowing, which, okay, now I'm like, what the heck's he getting at? Made me sign a paper on my way out that he told me about the situation, that I understand that I was told of a situation to go see my primary. And then I didn't have regular health insurance. So I went for a time without going and getting a check. But I did almost immediately, because that was in October. So January 8th, 2017, I started keto. So I attribute my benign diagnosis, to the fact that I had already started on a ketogenic diet and had been for a while, and I was starving that tumor that they saw. There's two in there. One is over 2 centimeters, one is less than. So they only go, if it's 2 centimeters or more, that's the one they get concerned about, and that's the one they check. The other one they didn't touch, but they wanted me to go back every 6 months. I'm not. So that's why I just went down that rabbit hole. I love you too, Joan. She's so nice. Hey, if any of you ladies like lingerie, especially if you think you're bigger, but you like it, but you don't know where to buy it in your size, Joan has some beautiful stuff. She sells toys and all that stuff. It's Sensual Essentials online, I think. But Your Pleasure 721, join her channel. She posts these very short little kind of catalog videos where you see some of the girls from some of the pictures of the stuff that she sells, whether it's toys or some kind of emotion lotions or something like that. Nice stuff. And she could definitely use some business right now. So I'm trying to find it. uh, yeah, Joni and I, we go back a ways. So I'm surprised, Nancy, that you haven't seen her before, or at least posting to some of my videos, because I know you used to post to all of my videos, all of them. But yeah, oh, 10 likes, thank you, and 8 watching. I hope I'm interesting enough. Maybe I should play some music or something. You guys would probably like to a live concert. I'm not that great. I'm just, I just play around. I'm more of a collector when it comes to my guitars than anything. And I'm just, when I was younger, I tried to learn, and I think I was too young. And so my brains were on partying and having a good time and going out with my friends and not really sitting down and learning something. And 7th grade, I played the violin until I got in a fight with my, it was actually my drama teacher, and then I dropped out of school. So dropped out of second year. It was a repetitive year because I failed the first year of 7th grade, was coming back to redo 7th, and then dropped out. And yes, I was too young to drop out, but I had a unique way of getting away with it, and I got away with it. They don't want to hear music because of copyright. But you know what? I put music on the back of my videos, and I'm pretty sure those same that same music that I get are from people who have channels that are no copyright. So I'm sure if I played that in the background, it wouldn't bother anybody. As far as my music that I play, I wouldn't be playing anybody else's music. I can assure you of that, because I can't play that way. I play by ear. I have a few tunes that in my head, the music, like I have song, like, words, but I can't, I don't know. I have OCD, and it's to the point where I want everything to be perfect, and I don't want anybody to hear it until it's perfect. And so I just procrastinate on anything that I do because I'm always putting it off until it's just perfect. And it sucks. I hate the form of OCD that I have. And somebody said, don't put that on yourself because you were never really diagnosed for it. I kind of was. In this last year, they wanted to put me on something, and I took it for a couple of weeks, and it made me want to kill myself, so I stopped taking it. I think it was called Paxil or something. It was supposed to help with also mood swings and hot flashes and things because of the menopause. And so that was really the only reason they put me on it, was because menopause. But I was perimenopausal up until August last year. I quit. No, it was June. I quit eating vegetables, and then my period came back. So that's why I know plants are poisonous. And even though I love my veggies, I try not to eat them. So, awesome. Thank you, Jelly. And yes, John, please subscribe to Jelly. She needs more subscribers. If you didn't already hear me say that, I don't remember at what part did you come in. We all need help out here. We're just little guys, we're not these big channels. I subscribed for a long time to a lot of big channels when they were little, and they've blown up, and I'm so proud of them, but I don't have time to watch them because I just, they don't even reply back. I don't want to ever get that busy that I never reply back personally, because I know a lot of people go and just like, or heart, and not even read the comment. And I know this for a fact because there's this really wealthy woman, Teresa Romer. She's like a billionaire. Her husband's an oil guy, obviously, I think. But she does a lot of videos that she has the world's largest closet for women. If you've ever heard of that, maybe that you would know, long blonde hair. So she did a video that came out, I think it was yesterday, or at least I watched it yesterday, talking about she's selling this one mansion that she has. It was in Houston, Texas, and, she's getting another house and whatever. I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her. But I mentioned, in a time like now where people like myself are losing their houses or at risk of, because they're renters, there's no that rent moratorium or whatever. And, it's nice to see that you're not losing your house. And it was kind of, I'm going to admit, it was a little kind of, what's the word? I was being a little sarcastic, but sweet, I thought, at the same time. And then somebody posted Oh, I see where why did she like this? Oh, I see she likes all of the posts. And so apparently, you got 150 something K subscribers, you just going to go down the list, or you got some assistant. She does have an assistant. So he probably went down the list and he didn't look at it. I don't know. They remove comments, they block people. If I get blocked or removed, then I know there's no heart there, because it's true. There are a lot of people that are losing their homes, and that rent moratorium crap and whatever else is going on is not helping anybody, and there's people starving. And here is this very wealthy woman complaining about the fact that she had to wait and knock a couple of million off of the price of her house because it just wasn't moving. And then there's other things though to consider with her house, is the fact that she has this huge closet. Like, how many women are going to want this huge closet? What are they going to do with it? And then there's other things. The fact that it's in Houston, Texas. I would love it. I would move there in a heartbeat if I had that kind of money. All my friends basically are either close to Texas or in Texas. You're there, Fluffy. But if not, North Carolina, that's where another big bunch of friends are, and another place I'm considering. I'm looking at houses right now between Georgia and Alabama, North Carolina, and that's about where I want to go. I have family in Arkansas and Texarkana area, and one niece, in fact, has 5 acres. She's like, come on out and just put a trailer. But I don't know. I'm not looking for a manufactured home, and not because I don't like them, just because I live in Florida and I'm used to what happens to some of them, and I don't know how it is in other states. But I would so live in a manufactured home in a heartbeat. Some of them these days are gorgeous. I subscribe to Chance's Mobile Homes. I know he changed the name, but it still comes up. And he goes around different mobile home manufactured places that sell, and he'll do like walkthroughs of different homes and the different amenities and the kitchens. And oh man, I don't care where I live as long as it has a nice kitchen, because my plan in the future is to do lives where I'm cooking and you guys can join in and, like, be able to say on a chat, oh, add this or add that. Yeah, well, you would know, Jelly, you have one. The ones I'm seeing though are so expensive; they're just as much as a home, like a regular house. And so I was thinking to myself, which way do I go? But I'm thinking I might qualify better for a manufactured home because they're more like a car, and I have no problem. I have great car credit. I have great credit. My problem is being that I work for myself, that I have to come up with a certain kind of paperwork, more so like show 2 years worth of taxes. And my accountant has always like made it look like I don't make enough money to even afford the car I drive. So, and that's the only debt I have. I have a credit card, but it's zero balance. So I'm doing good. I'm ahead of the game, except for now I'm living on my savings that I had to buy a house. So I'm looking at USDA loans, and so I need rural or almost rural. And when I say almost rural, is there's so many years between the time when like a census goes out where they say this area is rural or no longer rural because too many people moved in. 87, what? This one was, oh, 87,000 in total. Yeah, they made a mistake. So yeah, you made a mistake. Thankfully you made them stick to their guns. Hopefully you went Karen on their butt. I would have. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that we have to do that in this time. And, I went to the SBA to try to get a small business loan because they were saying there's an EIDL loan that I could have gotten for, being a sole proprietor or a self contractor, independent contractor. And you don't have to pay that 1,000 back. Well, they approved me for $16,800. Well, I don't want 16,800. So there was no like line item to check off that you're just there for the 1,000. But I was like, they wanted a 3 point something percent. I don't know if I have it on the paper. 3 point something percent finance rate, $89 a month for 30 years. For $16,800, I wouldn't even live 30 years. But if I do, I don't want to be having to pay $90 a month for something that I had to do now because of a pandemic. I mean, that's not what I was going for. I was just trying to alleviate some of my pressure that I had on the bills, because the bills ain't stopping coming in and there's nobody giving anybody any breaks. I have yet to do a defer a payment on my car because I've been building my credit, and I'm afraid that that'll go on my record. even though they say that it don't, but you still got to pay that. And I don't know. I'm always thinking about trying to pay ahead and getting ahead of the game so I don't have to pay as much interest. I know that works with houses, not sure though with cars. Yeah, you just told them the law. Well, that's the thing. We used to be the customer's always right, but I've found things in Walmart or other places and they'll say, oh, well, customer put it back there. It's nothing we did. So I remember one time there was a pair of boots and it was listed at a certain price and it was like on the shelf with a whole bunch of more, just the same size, some different size, but that same style. And I think whatever the amount was, and I went to the register and they said it was a different amount. I said, well, you better go back there or send somebody back there because it's displayed with that price. So I made them give it to me at that price. And I know that I got some wood chairs once, really super cheap, because they were marked down accidentally, probably by a employee. But when it went to scan it at the register, it wasn't scanning that price. And then when she called the manager over, supposedly, no, it's more than that. That was a mistake. Well, it wasn't my mistake. You give me them damn chairs for that money. And I think I paid $5 a chair. Yeah. I hate Walmart, but I love Walmart. I don't shop mostly anywhere, just Walmart and Aldi's. That's just my thing. If I go anywhere outside of that, on occasion I go to Publix. I don't know if any of you have that there where you live, but here that's kind of like, I guess, a Trader Joe's or something. They're very expensive. They're not cheap. Publix and Winn-Dixie, we have them both, and they're expensive. A lot of people packing up here in Seattle, selling their house and moving out of state because of the pandemic. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad because I was thinking that was. Are you affected by the fires, Nancy? Maybe the smoke. I know it was moving east last I looked, but it's very smoky out that your way. Yeah. Mm, sorry. We just got one. What did you get? Margaret, good night. I don't know. Did I miss something? Was she leaving? I think she did. Ah, gotta go. Yeah. Nice seeing you too. If I missed you. Yeah, they put it at the end of the loan, but I don't want. I'm like looking. I'm every month. I'm like looking at, okay, one less payment, one less payment. This is how many payments I have left. And if I defer a payment, really, I mean, $550 is a lot of money. That's what my payment is, $550.08 every month, and that's a lot. But I've had no problem paying it and paying it on time because it's automatically taken out of my account. I tried to do it this month, but I just was trying to do it a few days before it was actually due because I was waiting to see if I made enough money to not have to do it. And they said that it's too late because it was already set up on auto pay for my bank. It's kind of a separate department or something that deals with that. I don't know what their damn excuse was, but no, I couldn't defer this month's payment. So they asked me if I wanted to defer next month's payment. And I said, well, I don't know yet. I might not have to at this point. I'm just not going to do it. So that's what I did. Where are you going to move if you move out of Seattle, Nancy? You got somewhere to go? I wouldn't tell you to come down here to Florida. It's way too expensive to live here. And we got a bunch, I call it Florida, because we got a bunch of stupid people here. And I do not like our government. Our governor is the worst. He should be fired right now. He should have ran away, not even shown his face, if you ask me. Yeah, Publix. You remember Publix, Jelly, because you used to live in Naples. And Naples actually has the first only, as far as I know, is close to me, Trader Joe's. I went to it one day, but I had an old lady hit me in the back of my ankle with a shopping cart and then do it 3 more times because she was like following me and pushing and it's like, really? And then going out into the parking lot, I almost ran over some old person because they weren't watching where they were going. And so I said almost because I was watching. Oh. Well, Louisiana's cool. If I move to Georgia, I won't be too far from Louisiana. I might even move up into Louisiana. I've been looking at some properties there too. I can move anywhere. Except Philadelphia, PA, because my company has a no competency clause in the contract where they have people that work in-house in the actual brick and mortar building. And so I guess they hire people from around the area to work in-house. And then my working at home, I can't live in that county or city or that state. I'm not sure which it is, but it's one of those. So I can move anywhere else. Oh, and Michigan. They don't hire out of Michigan for some reason. I don't know why that is. But I've been working for this company since 2007, I want to say, just before the economy and the last time we had all these, economic issues. And then I moved here, and that's around the time how long I know your pleasure, Joan. Because her and she was my Sensi director. I don't even know what it's called anymore. I did that with her, and I was under her, and we had a hard time. I don't even know if you're still in here. If you're still in here, Joan, do you still do Sensi? I lost my consultantship or something because I wasn't selling enough. They wanted me to sell more than I was, and I was already my own best customer, because once you have a customer that you sell to, if they sign up underneath you, then they now have to sell, and they can sell to themselves. So you lose them as a customer. No, good. Yeah, I didn't like all the rules. I mean, you own another business, you get much more profit margins than just 40% anyways. And you don't need all those rules of where you can and can't sell when there's so many different platforms now to sell on. And speaking of which, I was doing some reselling of just stuff I would get at yard sales and thrift stores and whatnot. There's a lot of money to be made in that. A lot. Now I have a garage full of stuff that I might as well just put a sign over my garage that says, "Welcome to Goodwill." Thank you, Nancy. I will look for them. Thank you for letting me know that, because if you didn't, it might take me forever to get through the 30,000 emails that I have to look at that are in there. I scan through to see who friends are, so now I know to search for yours. Poshmark. Yes, you mentioned that in your videos, and I have a Poshmark, and I have sold some stuff on Poshmark. In fact, I got $60 built up of stuff. I've sold coffee cups on there. Really, that's all I've sold on Poshmark. I didn't even sell clothes. You can sell housewares now. You can sell clothing items. If you make anything handmade that has to do like accessories, like I do like, I make earrings, and I don't have anything in front of me to show you. I have it over there. Or maybe I do. Here we go. Okay, this is the chain that I made. I have a little this is actually polymer clay, because it's actually so that you don't get poked with any wires or strings. But this, if you can see the beads, is what's supposed to hold this that I did once it shrinks. Of course, it's going to be a quarter of the size that it is right now. So we'll see how it looks at a later time. And I kind of ran out of beads too. So it's funny how you can, if you really look now in the light, I can see they're totally different colored. But I got bored one night, and I decided that I needed the therapeutical, whatever it's called. Is therapeutical a word? I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, I'm making something for a few of you guys. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tease you with what it is, but I've been just playing around, and I don't need all this stuff building up and then being dust collectors. And Jelly, you and I are like long lost sisters from another mister or something, because I love to see the display of the fairies and stuff and the dragons. I have a dragon collection, and I literally wanted to send you the whole entire box of everything I've collected ever since I was younger, because I got tired of collecting them. And I had them in a little tall shadow showcase or something like that, and the dogs fighting, playing, busted the glass on the bottom, so the two bottom shelves were open, and dust was getting in there. And I'm going to show you one of the things that I have to be right back really quick, because it's right in there if it's not wrapped. Okay, this is just a candle holder with the candle and the little castle, and there's actually a big castle and then a bunch of these little guys, because they fit on top of the castle. They all, like, I think 3 or 4 cross. This one, and this is heavy as heck, it's just a dragon on a tree or whatever. And then you have one that I have the junior of, but somebody broke him or something, and I got him broken. But you know how we are with things that break that we love. We turn it to a side that nobody sees the broken part. But when I tell you I had this whole entire shadow, whatever case, you know, cabinet. Yeah, it's, I don't know how to say something on the bottom. It's Adam's Apple, distributed by Adam's Apple, made in China. But yeah, I have a thing with dragons. I've collected them all my life. Dragons, wizards, fairies, all that stuff. But you cannot buy yourself a dragon. At least me, I will not buy. Never, not any of these were bought by me. They were bought for me, because it's just this like spiritual belief that somebody has to gift them to you, or they find their own way to you. Kind of like, you know, you've probably seen that in some of the dragon cartoons. Night, Nancy. Have a good night. Love you. Who's leaving? Nancy, are you leaving? Wait. Fluffy. Good night. Yes, those muscle relaxers. Love them. Can't take them, but love them. Used to take Soma. Soma, I think that's what it was called. Now the only thing I do is Advil 800 milligrams, ibuprofen, whatever. But I don't want to have unnecessary water weight gain and inflammation from them like Jelly gets. So I try not to take them if I don't have to. As long as I'm eating good and I'm on track like I am now, get out of there. Come here. Then my dog, then I don't have a problem. Hold on while I close this door so the dog don't get out and start messing around where she don't belong. You messing around where you don't belong? Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. Want to say hi? No? Come here. She's so big, I would try to pick her up, but she's like heavy. You want to say hi? Come up here. Come on. Want a cookie? 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 Come on. Come up here. Come up here. Give me a hug. Want snuggles? She loves cuddles. Come here. Give me cuddles. Come get cuddles. Come on. Come on. You not? Can you give me cuddles? No? But yeah, she's getting all excited. Look. Say hi. Say hi. That's and the other one's over there. Bam. Lazy bones. So yeah, my kids. I can't believe I've been on here an hour with you guys. That's awesome. I never thought that I could do a live at all, let alone stay on here for a whole hour and not have any issues, besides the ones I had earlier because I wasn't seeing the chat. And so I closed it because I didn't want to cheat anybody out of, you know, seeing anything or being able to talk to me. I think it was frustrating. And one of the persons in the chat at that first video that I did earlier live was my husband. So there was only 2 people in there, and it was probably me and him because I saw 2. Yeah. You didn't know if you could see the chat too in your phone. See, I think you're like me though, Jelly. I have a Mac with a 27-inch screen, and then I have the iPad, and that's here, and then I have my phone, and I also have a Kindle somewhere. Yeah, so I have like a bunch of different ways that I could get online. But without internet, you know how it is, girl. You know it's brutal. I mean, I don't know who's got worse internet, you or me. I know you're out in the middle of the country on a lot of acreage. Me, my neighbor across the street can have really good internet, and then I don't. But I know that I had good internet because I wouldn't have lasted here as many years as I did. But last year, November, when I last went to Georgia, that's when things started going haywire. And come to find out, the company just changed their distance that was allowed between a person's house and that green box that sits way out on the other side of the big roadway out from my house. And now I'm too far from the box. So I didn't move my house. I didn't pick it up and move it. It's that they either moved that box or they made that rule where I'm now too far from it. So I think I'm getting up to 6 megs, even though I thought it was 10. But pissed off about that. I thought maybe I could sue them, especially now when internet is so important for people. They should change that. Yeah, and I had a laptop too. I do have one somewhere. I don't know where I put it. It had a problem where if it didn't stay plugged in, then yeah, okay, I win. 16, yeah, is better. See, if you have 16 and you have Verizon, I got this thing from Verizon for free that's like it boosts the Wi-Fi, but it won't work if you don't have at least 10. When I was downgrading from my so-called 20 something that I wasn't getting, because they said as long as you keep having it set to give you 20 something, you're going to keep having issues, and we're obligated to downgrade you. Well, telling me you're obligated to downgrade you would mean you would go ahead and just do it. They didn't. They said I had to call up and have it done. So once I did that and they took it away, they sent me a modem that has both the 2G and 5K or something, whatever that latest thing is. And it was automatically by default trying to connect to both. And I noticed it one day, and then I got it where I only had one, and it seemed like it was working good. So I called them to tell them I think that was the problem, was the new modem they sent me, and to give me back my speed. So they can't. They said they won't. There's no way. So now I'm screwed. And they say up to 6, but guess what? It does a clock maybe 4, and upload not even 1. It's horrible. So I have CenturyLink. So if you ever see them somewhere you're going to live or whatever, don't move there. They suck completely. And I'm trying to wipe it. It never even wore these glasses, and there's already something all over them. But I can't see with them on. I was just trying to wear these because they supposedly have the no glare for you guys. And then my makeup is crazy because I can't see when I put it on anyways. And I was trying to match to my camouflage shirt. And I said, note to self, don't try to match to your shirt unless you want to look like you got a black eye. Because I did take a picture one day with similar makeup, and somebody said, oh my God, what happened to your eye? And I was like, what? It's just a shadow on the way the picture was taken. Facebook for you. That's what mine was crying. Yeah, it sucks. No, what? The live with volume is not posted? Yeah, I didn't have volume either, Keto, one day at a time. It clicked on a little bit after I had already been in my live, so I don't know. Oh, okay. That's why you posted a couple of times. Because, see, I did get your notification, Joey. I got 3 different notifications from you needing to up, I think was the title. You needed to get more subscribers, or trying to get subscribers. I think it came up like, I have a little thing on the side that comes up and notifications, and it showed you 3 or 4 different times up there. Yeah, that sucks when you have to do that. Yeah, that's weird. The sound wasn't working for me either. I guarantee you it had nothing to do with your video. Seriously, I tried everything, and then I don't know if you were in before when you saw I had to mute my sound because it cut on out of nowhere without me doing anything. So, but I didn't want like feedback, so I turned it, I muted it again. But the first couple of minutes I was trying to play another video, a movie video that I have on here called Raised with Wolves. Looks freaky, guys, for sure. Definitely. But it was I figured it's a full episode HBO Max, and it was just posted September 4th, so it's something new. I never saw it. I figured I'll sit here while I'm working in between my work calls and just watch a movie. So I had it up since yesterday. So when I went to play it, there's no sound. And I thought, well, that stinks. But it had nothing to do with any of that. Because if I hit the volume and try to turn my volume either up or down, it should ding and make a system sound within my system. So, I don't know. Kind of weird. Now I clicked on that and I lost you guys from the live. Oh, there it is. Too many tabs. But you're welcome. Yeah, I don't think it was you. There's something going on with YouTube. They want us to do things for them the way they want it done, but they don't want to help out on their end with the way we need things done so that we can comply. Nobody's going to want to watch somebody they can't hear unless they can read lips. I read lips, but that's no fun sitting there. Oh my gosh, Wicked Angel. Hey, welcome. She doesn't really have a channel. She has a channel, but you don't really do videos. Longtime friend. Awesome chica. Love you too. Aw, I'm glad you can make it to my live, which I've never done before. I think back in the day, I tried a live back when Sarge and Fluffy and Martin, who's now just Martin, were doing all their stuff. I think I tried it once. Yeah, man, I'll tell you. It's going to be one of those nights tonight. You still can't get that one to work, huh? Or post? That's happened to me once where no matter how many times I tried to upload it, it didn't work. I literally had to go back to the editing program and resave the whole movie all over again and then try with a whole new upload. That was the only, and that worked, but that was the only thing that worked. It just happens sometimes. I don't know. I also think sometimes it's just the way that, if you have, like me, when you watch my videos, I have some either music files. I know the last video I watched of yours, Jelly, some of the music was like overlapped at certain areas. Like towards the end of one song, you would hear the beginning of one start. And I heard that. I forgot to mention it because every time I go to say something, my short-term memory sucks. So I try to type comments as the video is playing. I know Wicked Angel, she'll say something and she'll be like, back to the video. And then she'll say something and she'll be like, back to the video. She does the same thing that I do. Like I'm answering or replying or commenting on things that I hear throughout the video. But, if you got like a 20, 30-minute video, I'm not going to make it to the end and remember everything. So if I'm not sitting here taking notes, where I keep a million of these little, I have blue, orange, little dollar store pad. I got to write everything else. Hi, Tina. Hey, girl. Oh, my gosh. She also has a channel, guys. How you doing, girlfriend? You on plan, off plan? What you doing? Yeah, because there's music in the store. Yeah. See, now when that happens, I watch a reseller, the lamp lady, and she does the shop with me, and takes you along on her little journeys in Goodwill. And Goodwill plays their music very loud so that you don't, like they know how YouTube is. I think they do it deliberately. So what she does is she'll play music that is able to be played over the top of it. And cut out the sound in the background, or she'll talk over it and cut out the sound in the background. But yeah, that kind of stinks when that happens. And I'm afraid, like I so want to do like shop with me videos because I do a lot of shopping. I will say that food shopping around here, there's no shortage of it, especially in Aldi's. And I was going to do like a shop with me carnivore because there's so many things that carnivores can't eat that other people think, well, you're just eating some dead animal of some sort, so what else can you eat? But there are things that you could make, believe it or not, like with pork rinds and moves, give moves. My guys are here too, beside me. I just showed them. You had missed it before you came in. I'll show them again, but right now they're just laying here being lazy. Mumu is Wicked Angel's baby, fur baby. Yeah, and I had Callie in here too, one of the cats, but she now went back to laying down, but she, Callie, come say hi. Yeah, I don't even think she hears me. She's the oldest one I got, and I think the old ones, they get deaf, because I call her, she don't hear me. She only knows if a can opens, she hears that. She wants her food. I wish my internet was better because to keep turning, it's driving me crazy. I don't know about you guys. I hate that I have to look over there for the chat because otherwise it doesn't come up for a long time after. Yeah. I know. Nancy, is there, I know everybody has to wear a mask anyways, and so that would be a good reason to, not have to smell all that smoke that you're getting out there. Well, heck, Wicked Angel, you're probably getting a lot of smoke and stuff out your way too. Oh, no, you're in Arizona, though. I think. But yeah, it's been crazy. Mean trolls now. But you're doing great, Tina. That was just a fly popping me in the head. And that sucker needs to have a saddle on him. He's so big. Anyways, yeah, you've been doing some crazy stuff on your channel, but hey, why not if it gets you the views? You know, I don't have the balls to do what you do. She does like like I would call what you do fetishes. You know, the sneezing is a fetish, showing your feet. You know, I get guys now asking me to show them my feet, and I don't show feet in my thing, so I don't know. I had one guy try to tell me that he was doing some sort of a like survey for college or something and wanted to find out about tongues or teeth or I don't know, something crazy. But YouTube is not the place to go looking for people to, interview for that kind of stuff. But I've had it happen a few times over the years. You're bad now? Girl, you've always been bad. You just a whole lot of sexy, that's why. Them people, guys and girls, you gotta, even me, I had to watch you because I was like, what's she up to next? But I gotta be honest, I couldn't stand watching you eat some of that stuff you were eating, girlfriend. You killing yourself there. You gotta stop that crap. It was killing me, especially with the cancer. Speaking of which, how are you doing? Because I haven't really heard too much about that since. You're glad you don't put out contact keto one day at a time. Well, don't be glad for that, because this channel for me has been the best tool that I ever had for my weight loss. I started October 2nd, 2011. I think my channel is going to be 8 years old on the 3rd of October, because it was like the next day, because I was encouraged and motivated by down the right side of your screen, you have all those featured videos. And the video that showed up on the side of the screen was of this girl that reminded me of myself. People are weird. Yeah, there are people that are weird, but nothing's safe. Okay, let me tell you a little story. I did Uber and Lyft for one night. Well, I did it for more than one night, but my first night on the job, and not to get pornographic or anything, let me see if I can say this in the nicest way possible. I had a drunk customer get in the front of my car, even though I didn't have time enough to tell him, please sit in the back. And I was new, so I probably wouldn't have anyways. I wasn't trying to be rude. He was stroking himself and would not stop until he was done, and he wouldn't get out. And that happened to me the first night on the job. So here I was trying to get out doing something else that wasn't too, copacetic or clean. And I said, let me try this. And it was no better. I mean, I get more sexually assaulted doing that. And even what I do now can be considered of a sexual or adult nature, because I would say a good 90% of the quality control calls and whatnot that I have to go through are from adult phone companies and whatnot. And chat, they have like Misty Mobile Chat and chats that I guess young kids can get on their cell phone or whatever. Most of it's not young kids, though. They are older people. But then after they did what they did, because they did it while they were drunk, they'll try to call customer service and say, I didn't put this on my phone, because maybe they have prepaid. And if you have a prepaid phone and you put one of those apps on your phone that charges your phone, you will get your phone turned off, because then whatever, let's say it's a $40 a month plan, they'll take that money from that and then prorate it by the day and then cut you off and say, well, you owe us money because this charge, and you're not paid up for a full month. And that's what would happen to a lot of these people. At that time, we used to take those calls. So now, yeah, I would have kicked his butt too. So now, what happens is they just, I forgot what I was saying. See, this is what happens with short-term memory, and you can see it live on here because it's unedited. I've actually done videos where I see myself have episodes, and I call them episodes because there's really no other way to explain what they are, but I totally will be talking, and then it's as if I smoked weed and, oh, what were we just talking about? And I'm not doing any of that. I'm on top of my game yet, as I should be eating keto. But I was talking about Honey Tina. And yeah, girl, do what you gotta do. Don't worry about it. I know I don't watch Trisha Paytas anymore, just so you know. I am so sick of that girl. She's just nasty. Nasty. Ain't nobody want to see that butthole on Twitter. If that thing starts tweeting, we're all in trouble. But yeah. Oh, good. Yes. Fat to keto. We need people. We need some subscribers. So yeah, TFF. I know. It's funny to sit here and watch myself have these episodes though, as I know now. See, I can go back to it after the fact. But, oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. I just don't want to confuse any of the people who watch me. They say, "Oh my God, she's just batshit crazy. Listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. One minute she's talking about this, and oh, squirrel, went off on a tangent." No, Fat Taquito. You probably haven't watched her, but you love watching her. I love watching her. I just love the. She'll walk around her property. Well, she was taking you in the pool, but no more of that. The pool's too cold these days now. It's getting cold. I'm blonde in all my videos. Yeah, you and me both. When you're like, oh, I can't think of the word, and then I'm like trying to think of the word, and then I'm like, oh, this is the word, and then I forget to post it to you anyway. So, but phone charges. Oh, okay, you gotta charge your phone. I'm trying to go back and read the comments, and if you don't know, if you just got here or something, the comments are on my computer first before my phone. And they come up on the phone, but then if they're kind of long, they go away faster than I can read them because I don't see very well. So it's hard for me to focus in the first place. And then as the stuff starts to come together, and hopefully it comes together right because I am sexually dyslexic. And if you don't know what sexual dyslexia is, just imagine dyslexia where people see things backwards, but I see dirty words from clean ones all the time. Yes, Shelly. I told you, you and me are sisters from another mister. I don't know. You know, we kind of lived, you lived in Naples. I've lived in Miami, and we're here near Fort Myers, and Lehigh Acres is actually where I'm at. And, you know, it's like I watch you and you're like the younger version of me all the way, other than I never had the kid. I don't have kids. My kids are animals, have been. Yes. And I have it on my phone. I just haven't figured it out yet. That's the OBS streaming program or something like that. See, anything I do, now that I know my phone works, I might try to do it on my phone. But I don't dare try to do anything on my computer because even uploading from my computer is crazy. One time I went out, you know, I saved it and then transferred it back onto my phone so I can go out and then upload it to YouTube from being out and about because I get better cell service when I'm away from my house than I do when I'm in my house. And I certainly get better cell service anytime than I do internet. So. Did you? Oh, you lived in Lehigh too? Oh my gosh. Where? That would be so funny if you like lived near the same block or something. I did. I live on Sunshine Boulevard North, like to the near Buckingham side, where the Harns Marsh. There's an elementary school, but it's a nature preserve. It's called Harns Marsh. They have. You should see. We hear cranes flying around and they honk. It's funny. Or I'll get them in my yard eating worms. I must have the most wormiest yard. They don't go to anybody else around here's yard, only mine. And they'll be eating with those long beaks. Yeah, see, you use your PC for everything. Well, I use my PC for everything because I can see a bigger picture. Obviously, on your phone, I have the Note 9. I know you got the Note 10. And have you seen the Note 20? I don't want to spend that kind of money, especially when my phone's A-okay. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, you know what's cool though? You know how like when you look on Google and you can like look up an address and see the house view? I like going back, if I can remember all the places I've lived since a little girl, and now I can see pictures of it. You can do that too. Yeah, yours is only a year old. I'm almost at 2 years with my phone. I'm almost done paying it off. I had the 24-month payment plan $40-something a month or whatever it was. Okay, Wicked Angel. Yeah, buffering. See, that's the problem I have on an ongoing basis, and why I try to do it from my cell phone and not the internet, because it just won't work for me. You know, I'm not even gonna try because I'll just get frustrated and then I'll want to like break something. And not that I break things, but if this is menopause or perimenopause, I mean, I'm scared I'm gonna kill somebody. Literally. Nah, it's all right. It is what it is, Wicked Angel. It is what it is. You know, it wasn't. The only thing that pisses me off more is that I had internet. I would not have lasted this long living in this house as a renter, no less, if this would have happened any time before. But you know, it's one thing after the next, and then we just got a new AC unit, and the landlord had to pay for it. However, I have to pay the first 150 of anything that breaks. So don't you know, April when the pandemic hit, water pressure, the tank went first, blew itself right off of the cement slab that it was installed on next to all the other equipment that goes with that system. That was replaced, and I paid the first 150. Then June, the rest of the system needed to be replaced. I paid 150. July came out, had to fix something with the AC, so I thought it was just a simple repair. Paid the 150, and like the end of August, beginning of September, they fixed the AC, and I had to pay 150. So yeah, I've been paying more than my share of what I think this house is worth rent wise, even though I pay very little. So I agreed to that 150 for anything that breaks. It's just a verbal now. I don't even have a lease. And so I'm a little scared about that. And that's why I've been house hunting. And I want to own, because renting is like, who's going to take somebody with 2 big dogs and 6 cats, even though I have OCD and you wouldn't know that I had dogs and cats if you had come to my house, because it's so spotless. I mean, I clean things that are clean 20 times over just to have something to do, because if I get mad or I'm upset, that's how I deal with it. I start rearranging, painting, putting up shelving. Uh, I got a new project out in the back. I'm trying to hook up, make like my own fire pit with like little sternos. It was something I saw on Pinterest. Pinterest is dangerous for me. I get on there, and if I'm not cooking something I shouldn't be cooking and eating, I'm making something that's going to end up costing me more than they say it will. A lot of these people post stuff that's fake. I should have a channel of debunking some of these people's claims of certain things, like, oh, those 5-minute fixes that, wish you would have known this soon kind of stuff. Yeah, it's fun. It's especially, and I know, you with a kid, Jelly, your kid likes doing that stuff too, so why not do it with her? I play with polymer clay. That's my thing, I like polymer clay. I like making beads, earrings, um, necklaces, things like what Melanie does, Princess Ninja and Keto. I've been doing that stuff she's been doing for years. Even the belly bling and all that, I had done that, but everything I do, I start and I do not finish it. I get back to working, because what happens is I take away from time I should be working, and when I get into something, I don't want to be disturbed, and so I won't work when I could be doing both, but I don't. It's a brain malfunction of mine. But that would, now, on my Pinterest, if you have any way of accessing it, I have gardens and outdoors and furniture, where you literally can build your own stuff out of pallets and things like that. I love your patio, Jelly. I love it. And just the other day, I saw a bedroom set with a boho that looked like what your patio looked like before the cats got and everything, and you had to change it all over to white sheets because you can watch them. It's sad that your kid's allergic, but I understand, because we used to have a friend that would come over, and his wife would stay out in the car because she was highly allergic. He would come in, and then he'd go out and hug all over his wife, and she'd get hives anyways. So, yeah. What was that about necklace? That was me with my necklace I used to make. You should. See, my problem is I have boxes and boxes and boxes of craft materials. I probably own a quarter of AC Moore, a quarter of Hobby Lobby, a quarter of Michael's, and also Joann's, and not to mention anything online. And I would get into a hobby like with the beads, and I would go out, and I had to have everything that you needed. And because I'm extra, I'm OCD, and everything has to be perfect. So I bought like $500 worth of beads, and then just decided I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. So now I got all these beads. Polymer clay. I've gotten in and out of that over the years. I used to do dollhouse miniatures, and I have a channel, Tiny Crafts, TINYCRAF, like Frank, TS crafts.com. Had that since, I want to say like 2000 or something. And basically all it was a place for people who are into dollhouse miniatures or 12th scale and other scales, like Nancy did the N scale, where they can go and they can find other people. Like I would just list other sites that cater to that, and nobody paid me for advertising their sites or anything. I just did it, as a way to like keep track of things, kind of like Pinterest, things that I like to go to, and that's basically what it was. I don't know. I know you're a gamer, Jelly, if you've ever heard of Pogo.com. Many years ago, I used to play on Pogo, and in 1999, I opened up Pogonuts.com, which was just for the friends of, and I had an MSN group. It was very large, and we did basically everything that you see today being done on Facebook. And no, I'm not as rich as Zuckerberg, but I wish, because we used to do a thing called with Pogo Pogo Bucks. I can't talk. I'm talking too fast. That's the problem. And I didn't have coffee either. I just got my keto sweet tea. Coffee mugs. Yes. Yes. Well, you mean coffee mugs like people decorating their own? Because you can put polymer clay on the outside of the mug. Just don't put it anywhere where they're going to put their lips, even though they say it's non-toxic. I used to make decorated cakes, and I thought about, instead of using fondant to make people and stuff on a cake, to use the polymer clay. But one of the things, were you keto one day at a time? Yes. Used to play Tri-Peak Solitaire, and used to be in like the 30s and over group, because it was before I even turned 40. I mean, it was that long ago. You figure 1999 is when I did pogonuts.com, and it's still there. I still own that domain. I own pogonuts.com, tinycrafts.com, and I own LosingDrea.com, but I also have CarnivoreCutie.com. And that one, I was thinking of doing something where maybe I just redirect to my Losing Drea, or vice versa, because Losing Drea is kind of built up, but I never do anything. I have a blog that I just auto post from, like I share from my videos, and I post to my Twitter, my Tumblr, a bunch of my regular Facebook timeline, any groups or pages that I have that allow that post. Because I say, well, if it's a group I have, but I don't have my own group. I have Losing Drea. I think it's listed as a page, my page, not a group. But yeah, whenever I do that kind of stuff, I make sure that I share any videos to all of those platforms too. It doesn't help me. If it does, I'm not aware of it. What helps the most, Jelly, as far as where I've gotten a lot of subscribers, is joining other people's lives. Every time I go to one of y'all's lives and I participate and I say hi to everybody, I know we can't use the terminology in chat and say sub to me, or I just sub to you, some subscription or certain words. They kind of cut it out of there. But I have gotten a lot of subscribers that way. Also going to other people's channels, honestly watching their videos, honestly subscribing to them, and not asking them to come check out my channel. Then they just automatically do. I get people that say, oh, great video, come check out my channel. They didn't even watch my video, didn't even give me the watch time, because they maybe just clicked on it long enough to type those 3 little words or whatever. And I go to their channel and they're something like gaming or something, and they're just like collecting subscribers. And yeah, and it's not easy. But you know what? I don't know if you know of this mukbanger called Belovelies, and she's like, what's up, my Belovelies? She's got these really long claws, and she just eats all kinds. Well, now she's actually keto. She's on vacation with her husband in the moment, but she started only, I want to say, maybe a year or 2 ago. She had hardly anybody. She came to my channel, asked me to join her channel, was real sweet about it, and I did. And now she's got almost 3 million subscribers. And she did like a whole write-up on her, because she had blown up overnight, and this whole mukbang thing was such a sensation. that there was a write-up about it, and she was like at the top of the people that they were doing the review on. And she said, you know, what she did, she set a goal for herself to get at least, I think it was 100 people to subscribe to her a day. And that's what she did. She set that goal and she went out and every day and she kept doing that, going to people's channels, subbing to them, watching their videos, you know, because YouTube doesn't like just subbing, sub for sub, and then nobody watches. I don't even want people that are not going to watch my channel. I mean, to me, that's not what I did my channel for. And I didn't do my channel to be monetized. I have a very wealthy brother. Oh, I say very wealthy because he's more wealthier than me. Very proud of where he's at in life and whatnot. And I listen to him, even though he's my younger brother. He's 5 years younger than me. But he told me, he said, why don't you monetize your videos? You should. And this was when you could, if you chose to. And they didn't have all these, you know, quotas you got to meet with. And so I did. And so now I was monetized. So when I got that apocalypse, ad apocalypse notice that came to everybody telling me I was a bad creator or a bad actor, man, was I butthurt. And I didn't come on for a while and do any videos because I was like, that sucks. But then I came to my senses and I remembered I didn't start my channel to make money with it. I started my channel to maybe help one other person doing what I was doing, but to keep myself accountable. And it worked to keep myself accountable. When I stopped doing videos on here, you guys know I'm doing poorly because I don't want to show my face. I am so, like, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that I'm screwing up and I should know better. You know, when I get trolls, who I have had trolls, send me messages telling me, why is your name LosingDrea? It should be Gaining Drea. Or, and I thought of changing my name. I had some a-hole tell me, what's wrong with your bottom teeth? Well, I didn't think there was anything wrong with my bottom teeth. When you have one pulled from the back or something because you can't afford a dentist and your parents didn't take care of your teeth like they should have when you were a youngster and didn't have control over what you could do for yourself, you know, they told me, your teeth are going to probably shift. So my bottom teeth are a little screwed up. Big deal. Now I want to go get my mouth done, you know? And there just so happens I saw another YouTuber do a video about doing their mouth and she had her whole mouth done, but it's like a car. It's like buying a car. It's $20,000-$30,000. Yeah, you'll get a new grill. Do I have that kind of money? No, and especially not thanks to code. And I say codes. I didn't say the whole thing. I don't know. I'm not monetized. Does it really matter if I say it or I don't say it? Yes. Keto one day at a time. You will find nothing but honesty from me on my channel. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I talk about poop or any of that stuff. I am 100 with everything, because if I'm not being honest with all of you guys, I'm not being honest with me. And to thine own self be true. You know, I'm not, there are people that I see come on and that's what I see. Back to a moment ago, I was talking about all these people that do what they do with these videos, these 5-minute videos, and oh, you can do this. A lot of these people claim you can do certain things just to put a video out, and then you try to do it yourself, and it doesn't come out that way. So, you know, it's just for views. Like Tina was saying before, I'm just doing it for the views. Yeah, it's for the views, but it's got to be fun. You know, she'll tickle herself in her nose and make herself sneeze, and it's a fetish. Guys like when girls sneeze. Not all guys, but particular ones. But I got to tell you, you got a good following going there, a lot better than you used to do. I've been with her since like day one. She was 31 Tina or 31 Christine. Remember that? Are you still here, Tina? You're still here, girl. Yeah, I remember that. And you had weight loss surgery, and then the botched boob job, and then cancer when I had cancer. Yeah, exactly. Like, why do you care about what people think about you or your channel? If they don't like what they see, they can bug off. Exactly. I'm the same way, but I do get butthurt sometimes. It does hurt. You know, we all have feelings. We all have heart. I'm a very compassionate, empathetic person, and I take on the weight of the world. I mean, people sitting near me could be feeling bad, and all of a sudden I'm feeling bad, and I don't know why. I don't think I personally suffer from depression. But if somebody is around me that's feeling depressed, I'll know it. I'll feel it. It's just, I'm an empath. And I never understood that for a very long time growing up. I used to try to mask feelings that I was having with the use of marijuana. And I speak freely and honestly about that too. I'm an ex-addict in recovery. Uh, and I say ex-addict, but really you're once an addict, always an addict. I'm just in remission. I'm not using. I'm not a using addict. And um, I try to help others, but there also came a time where I had to kind of block myself off and away from some people because they were toxic. And I started, when you're going to a meeting that's supposed to help you to abstain from using, if you're going to those meetings and they're making you feel by the time you're out of them that you want to go use, you need to not go to those meetings anymore. So I stopped going to a lot of meetings, but I still have a lot of those friends on my Facebook. And surprisingly enough, unlike the church people I used to go to church with, none of them ever say, "Hey, how are you doing?" But all my, for the most part, most of my, you know, program people are still on Facebook and will from time to time reach out to me. I have one really good friend. She has a channel. She's like a skater chick, but she does all kinds of stuff on her channel. And Brandy is her name. In case you're watching, Brandy, I love you. And she calls me sometimes, and I feel so bad. Now she moved to Naples, and so she's like an hour from me, but really 45 minutes, 30 if you drive with a lead foot like I do. But yeah, the day that I stopped caring what other people thought of me was the day that I was truly freed from being really pissed off. Because when you're over 300 pounds, yes, good night, Jelly. Thank you for coming. I know, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow in your video. I watch all her videos. But yeah, it just comes the time where if something is not right and it makes you feel bad, then it's toxic and you need to break free from it. And I used to get really butthurt, and I kept myself indoors and I didn't go outside. I didn't want people to see me. I was embarrassed by the way I looked, but I didn't know what to do about it at the time. And I started, October 11th, October 2nd, 2011. I started doing something about it. And by April of 2012, before moving here where I live now, I was into the 240s. And so it's kind of weird for me. Every time I get back up to that number, that I see that number, I remember that time because I was doing Sensi, and Sensi had another sister company called Velada with these fondue dipping chocolate. So you can make like whatever fondue party. And yeah, I was eating some of that too, because again, I was my only best customer. And the weight started to come back on. And not just that, but my focus was now on this new business. And so I took the focus off of me and my channel and what I was doing for myself that was actually working. So I've had my ups and my downs. I have. And very honest about that, because everybody goes through it. If I'm going to lie, everybody's going to know it, because I don't think anybody's any different, honestly. So, yeah, I've been on here now. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to kill me. There's not very many of you left in here. I know there's 3 watching now, and I got 11 likes and 97 minutes ago, but it says an hour and 38 minutes, or is that 138 minutes? That's 138 minutes. Anyways, guys, I love that you were here with me tonight. I really appreciate it. I didn't even expect to stay on here this long. I was coming back because that little mukbang I tried to do earlier was horrible. Not to mention I got a little sore lip now because I got kicked by a dead dew claw. I showed that to my husband, that there's a little nail like on the side of that little wingtip. Ugh! I never in my life before noticed that. Now that I notice, it's like, I'm definitely cutting the little wing tips off every time, even if I make a whole chicken. I do it when I make it wings in the oven, but keto sweet tea. But you're welcome, keto, one day at a time. I know the name. I've seen it. I need to click on you and check out your channel. Maybe you don't do videos, but I can still subscribe to you. I really appreciate you coming. There's Fat to Keto. I think that's Evie. I try to know everybody's first name so I don't have to call them by their channel name, but not everybody wants to know, everybody else to know their name. Fluffy Hates Fibro. I know her real name, but I won't dare say it because she doesn't want everybody to know it. She doesn't want everybody to know her kid either, but I seen her kid one night, but that's just between me, her, and her kid, and whoever else was in the channel that night that's seen it. You know you're doing something wrong if you're on a live and your kid's got to come and pull the phone out of your hand and tell you to good night. What? Yeah, take care, Nancy. Thank you for being a mod. I appreciate it. And yes, I'll give them all kisses and hugs from you for sure. I wish all of you guys a nice evening. Sleep well, sweet dreams, all that good stuff. And hopefully I'll do a live again pretty soon now that I know. I'll probably get a little better setup. I know you see the green wall behind me. I'm planning to do green screen, Zoom, something. And yes, I'm going to look at the pics, Nancy. I promise. That's the next thing. I'm actually going to open my email right now so I won't forget. I won't forget, and I'll reply to you. Wicked Angel sends me a bunch of stuff too, and I have them like buried now because I needed to get back to them, and I never get the time to do it. I want to be so thorough and not like just quick, like I don't care, because I love you guys. You know, I really love you guys. So thanks for being here, watching, and joining in and helping me see that live is possible, very possible. And I love you guys, and I hope you're all just be blessed. Mwah. That doesn't work. I tried, it didn't work.